Zombified.
Monsters are living under your bed, cause they are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said, we've become the walking dead. Cause everybody's on an edge. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. They won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're bugging us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. Goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified. Shut your mouth and bite your tongue, cause you don't wanna piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America. Cause everybody's on an edge. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're bugging us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. Goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. The game won't stop till you're
Zombified.
In the realm of psychodrama, we only know one thing, loves. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting themselves in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patterns and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie with side.
Well, your homie right on you know from the side. Go up on these bitches, it's devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this shit.
So much psychodramatic, cohabit, get this bit crazy, the ranger with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then.
Now,
This
for all your
fusion,
wrestling
clenching,
news
the might get that bitch
here are two
conclusions.
people who will talk about any and everything you want to know in the business.
Introducing
BiggOh and Mid-Most Smart. This is the BiggOh Wrap-Up Show, right here on BiggOh Gaming. And of course, you know what BiggOh says. If you got it, spark it.
What's good, y'all? What is good? Happy Thursday to everybody, man. Welcome to the BiggOh Wrap-Up. This is episode 14. This will be officially known as my Elimination Chamber show. I will give my personal predictions, but of course tomorrow on Rob's channel, we're going to go live an hour early. We will also talk about it and give you the full predictions as well. This is just a little brief summary of what I think may go down Saturday morning. And speaking of Saturday morning, in case if you did not know, I am going live Saturday morning at 4 o'clock in the a.m. on the central side in the Midwest. If you're on the east, that'll be 5. If you're on the west, I think that's what 4, 3, that's 2. If you're in the mountain Pacific, that's 3 o'clock you guys' time. I think if my time schedules ain't changed a bit now. Anyways, man, hope y'all doing good today, man. You know what I'm saying? Want to kind of, jazz up the intro a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I created some kind of like a little lobby area while the music plays and stuff, because I know y'all don't want to. Hold up. So, so yeah, I decided to kind of jazz it up a little bit. A little different today. I don't know if Hoolie's going to show up. I don't know if Jeremy's going to show up. Rob is out celebrating his grandpa's 60th birthday. Happy birthday to Grandpa Bebe. And have a drink on me here at the resort. Have a drink on me. Also, let's see, I talked about that. Also, I will get BOW out. I know a few people have been asking me about BOW. I will be getting BOW out. Road to Glory is supposed to have been done. I'm supposed to be on probably like episode 85 right now. But I just, with the schedule of my work and everything and trying to rearrange, and then, of course, just getting everything together, I kind of had to put BOW in the back burner for a little bit. But it will return soon. It definitely will return soon. Let's see who we got up in here today. What's up, DTD? What is good with you? My boy Terminator. I know he's at work right now. Mr. Big Money right there. FMW was good. Of course, we got Patrick Palmer. Jen is in the building. Oh, yeah. The music was hitting. The music was definitely hitting. Guardian, what's going on? The GOC of the IWC, what's going on? Man, glad you could make it, man. Congratulations to you on hitting that 1,000, man. I'm on my way there. According to my other screen I have over here, I finally got me a new screen. I'm at 607. So, hey, I'm on my way there. And, we are on our way there. And once we hit that 1,000, man, we're just gonna go to the moon, man. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you go follow the bro from the Mo. He's got his channel coming out soon, man. He was just talking to me the other day that he got some ideas that he's ready to put out there, man. Make sure y'all subscribe and don't miss nothing by hitting that bell for his channel as well. Also, Rob, tomorrow on his channel right here, I will be over there. We're gonna do another. We're gonna do basically a predictions from everybody on Friday for Elimination Chamber, and he's also gonna do his little DVR. He's gonna do a DVR. He's gonna watch it when he wakes up. Basically, is what he said, and we're gonna do a predictions on Saturday before Collision. So make sure you go do that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get to this podcast, man. All right. Elimination Chamber. It's only 4 matches. 4 matches and a Grayson Waller effect. All right. So we got the tag team championship is gonna be I forgot what Pete Dunne and Tyler Bader calling themselves, but I'm still gonna call them British Strong Style. British Strong Style versus Judgment Day. Then you got Rhea versus Nia. And then you got 2 chamber matches, the women's and the men's, and then the Grayson Waller effect show. I want to start off by saying this. So when Triple H saying that this is going to be a better WWE, I'm trying to understand what he means by that, and possibly Elimination Chamber could be the beginning of what he could actually be talking about. But let's talk about these matches first. The tag team match. British Strong Style versus Judgment Day. That is going to be a fantastic match. I'm not going to really say it's going to be a banger, but it's going to be a damn good match. I got Judgment Day retaining. I don't want to say clean, but I think maybe Dom might interfere or something like that. But I think Judgment Day does retain the tag team titles. And as we are moving closer to the departure of one senior Money in the Bank, Mr. Damian Priest. So I see that, but look, I hope they can tell a good story inside of the ring because I know all four of these guys are phenomenal in the ring. I've been a huge Tyler Bate fan for years, a huge Pete Dunne fan for years. So we'll have to see what happens during that. But I do have Judgment Day picking up that victory. If you guys hear any other difference, if you guys may see maybe British Strong Style wins, if you got your opinion, please, hey, drop it in the comment and let's talk about it. Mommy versus Nia Jax. Rhea. Mommy wins. Hometown girl. She's going to get the pop of the night. I'm telling you that right now. That place is going to go absolutely insane when this is my brutality. When that hits, everybody's going to go crazy. She will win. She has picked up Nia Jax before, so this is going to be no surprise. Everybody going to make a big, be a big deal about it and stuff like that. You know what, Jen? You're right. You're absolutely right. Rhea does need better competition. I've always said that Jade should be the one to go to WrestleMania and not Becky. Maybe Becky is the best choice right now. We don't know if Jade signed her contract on SmackDown. We know Braun Breaker did. But did Jade sign her contract on SmackDown to be on SmackDown? Like, I don't know. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure that Jade probably did sign with SmackDown, even though rumors did say that she was going to be on SmackDown going forward. Who knows? It might be a last-second swerve where she does end up going to Raw and challenging Rhea Ripley. So who knows? I think that'll be interesting if that happened. Because of what happened, she got interrupted during her contract signing and stuff like that. Oh, is this what's going to happen on SmackDown? I'm not for it. And she decided to go with Adam Pearce and Monday Night Raw, challenging Rhea Ripley for the World Women's Champion at WrestleMania. I don't know. That's just a crackpot little shot right there. So, it is what it is. And then we got the two chamber matches. We got the women's chamber matches and the men's chamber matches. I know the women is what? Liv, Bianca, Raquel, Becky, Tiffany Stratton, and I can't remember who the other person was. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yes, I am. Don't you see the lights? Excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, my bad, y'all. Had to answer a question for moms real quick. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some, you know what I'm saying? So at this rate, Jay will peak around 2034. Huh? I don't know. I do appreciate that they are bringing her in slowly, like we talked about a few weeks ago. Just kind of progress her in slowly. Make sure that she is still a big deal if that's the case. But I don't know. There's also been news that, you know what? And speaking of Roman, I got news on that too. And I got news on that. I'll bring it to you guys here in a little bit. What's going on, Eddie? What's going on? Appreciate you for being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Make sure we all get them likes. Hit them likes. Get them likes up. Throw them to the moon and all that. Don't know where JP is. And Scripps, unfortunately, he'll still hang around, but he is no longer the HR here. He's going to focus on getting his content out. So if you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Scripps. It's Wrestling, Scripps Wrestling Federation. Y'all go follow him on YouTube, man. Scripps, you're doing a good job, man. We're going to work on getting everything better for you, bro, your production and everything. Get you all jazzed up and stuff. Make sure you have a nice little platform to do your thing. Feel me? All right. So we got the women's chamber matches. Well, I do think Becky is going to win. It's probably going to end up coming down to Becky and Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez. It's probably going to come down to them two. Liv Morgan has been in the most women's elimination chamber. She has yet to win one. I'm going to say Liv Morgan is the dark horse to win this. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Starks. Nah, they're not winning it. I can see them putting up a good fight. The women's chamber match may be, it ain't going to be the weakest match. I think that Rhea and Nia is going to probably be the weakest match, but I think that out of the two chamber matches, the women's is probably going to be the weaker of the two chamber matches. But I got Becky Lynch winning. Liv Morgan is the dark horse. And if you force me, if you're making me twist my arm for a third choice, Bianca Belair is probably my third choice if you twisted my arm. But I see Becky Lynch winning that one right there. As for the men, I'm going with Drew. DM Punk or DM Hump. Drew McIntyre. He is the odds-on favorite to win the Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton is second. LA Knight third. Dark horse, in my eyes, would be Randy Orton. But Drew McIntyre will win. He makes the most sense. I see the storyline because, see, the way I look at it, when it comes to this Elimination Chamber storyline for the men, and yes, Eddie, absolutely. In the women's, if you want to push somebody, you push somebody like a Tiffany Stratton. If she wins, however, she will not win the world title at WrestleMania. But it's a good push for her. It's a good way to let people know that she is serious. I think she's a fantastic wrestler. Way better than I expected when I first saw Barbie Girl. All right. But I got Becky winning that one. I would be floored if Tiffany Stratton won. I would be floored if Tiffany Stratton won. The men's, I got Drew McIntyre. The reason why I say Drew McIntyre makes the most sense is because, number one, he's the probably he's probably the best idea right for Raw right now. Yeah, Stratton just got there. You're right, James. Tiffany Stratton just got there, and I don't want to say it depends on how well the people know her, but let's face it, it really does depend on how well the people know her. But she had a damn good showing in the Women's Royal Rumble. But yeah, she just got there, and that's why I said she will lose at WrestleMania because she just got there. But Becky is definitely going to win. Becky makes the most sense. Becky makes the most sense. Raw superstar versus a Raw superstar. You know what I'm saying? And Tiffany Stratton is on SmackDown, by the way. So there you go right there. So definitely there you go. Drew makes the most sense in this case because he's probably the most ideal person to take over while Seth is out and about. And you can do a couple of things with Drew McIntyre as world champion because you still got senior Money in the Bank. Damian Priest needs to cash that in. So that's probably going to be the first thing that's going to probably end up happening right off the bat. Drew McIntyre wins. I could see at WrestleMania after he wins the title from Seth, we get a cash in. If you decide to cash in, does Damian Priest lose or does he win that title? Because if Drew McIntyre's contract is up or is going to be up, then you might want him to kind of just give that title right the hell up, right then and there to Damian Priest. And then you can have a feud to decide, whether Drew wants to resign or whether Drew wants to resign or whatever. If Drew resigns, you can have a fucking absolutely amazing feud between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And then Drew can win that title back. I wouldn't say at Money in the Bank or at Backlash, like that. Maybe like the pay-per-view after SummerSlam. And right after that happens, CM Punk returns. Because now we're looking at October, November. CM Punk returns. Doesn't go after Drew immediately. He has a few feuds after that. Goes right into Royal Rumble. Wins the Royal Rumble. Chooses Drew McIntyre. WrestleMania 41. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. I just booked Drew McIntyre for the year. I just fucking booked Drew McIntyre for the year. If he signs another contract. Now, let's say he doesn't. He goes and becomes Drew Galloway in AEW. We all know what Tony Khan can do with Drew Galloway in AEW. Let's say Drew wins. And let's say he holds the title until Money in the Bank in Ontario. And then he loses it to senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. I can see that working too. Punk is more newsworthy injured or domestically violent. Jen strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. The Savage Queen. That's why I'm gonna call you the Savage Queen, because I don't know, 2024, you just been nothing but savage shit. Absolutely nothing but savage. Brilliant, very brilliant. But like I said, I booked Drew all the way through next year's WrestleMania. What about Damian Priest? He has like a few months to hold that briefcase before he inevitably has to. I don't even know what happens. What happens at that point when you run out of time to cash it in? What happens at that point? I don't think WWE has ever done anything of that nature to say, hey, if this happens, this is what happens. We didn't even make it to that point yet. So what does happen if Senior Money in the Bank doesn't cash in? What happens? I'm curious about that. I'm very curious about that. But I see that happening. I definitely see that happening. Drew McIntyre will win the men's Money in the Bank. Will win the men's Elimination Chamber. If Orton wins, does Orton go after? The winner of the men's goes after Seth Rollins. So Orton as the world champion on Raw. They had to return the briefcase. Yeah. But the plan is to cash it in. So when would they pull the trigger? You have until Money in the Bank, which is in is it June or July? Money in the Bank is in June or July. It's one of those. But you have until then to cash it in. So you still got the actual Money in the Bank pay-per-view. You still got Perth, which is Elimination Chamber on Saturday. And you still got Berlin. When do you cash in that Money in the Bank? Will you do it at WrestleMania, Damian Priest? If you want your WrestleMania moment, that will be the logical place. But Damian Priest said that upper management told him to not cash in. So what could WWE have up there, as far as for Damian Priest? What could they have planned for Senior Money in the Bank? So I'm a little curious about that. I definitely want to know, what do they have planned for Mr. Senior Money in the Bank? But like I said, Drew McIntyre wins the Elimination Chamber. Orton, I can see Orton telling a nice little story, going to Raw, but he's on SmackDown. And right now, there's nothing nobody can say that can keep me away from a Orton versus Cody rivalry for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So I'm curious about that. Hopefully we'll see when the time comes around and stuff. We talked about the women, we talked about the men's, talked about the tag, talked about the world title. This is probably where most of the time is going to go, right here. So make sure you guys hit that like because I'm finna go into a couple of little scenarios for this Grayson Waller effect. So I am predicting this. The main event of Elimination Chamber will be the Grayson Waller effect. I am predicting that. Okay. I am predicting that. What value would be in Damian Priest bringing the being? I think you mean being the world heavyweight champion. I think you mean being, right? Not bring, but being world heavyweight champion. A transitional champ. Now, when you say that, that means, Jen, when you say that, that's telling me that Drew may not re-sign. That's telling me that Damian Priest is only going to hold that title until CM Punk heals up. Is that what you're telling me, Jen? Is that what you're telling me? Because I could see that happening if you want to be right with what you just said right here. I could see that happen. I could see a 6 month, about a 5 or 6 month title reign for Damian Priest. In my eyes, I still consider that as a transitional champion because within those 5 or 6 months, you still ain't defended it enough to be saying that you brought any kind of prestige to that title. So a 5 or 6 month reign, it'll be decent, it'll be nice, but still, you just won it a few months ago, and now you're finna give it to this guy. So I mean, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Iron Sheik Bridge Backlund to Hogan, yeah, exactly. So Damian Priest would be a bridge between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, or he will be the bridge. I guess you could say it's more of a two-sided bridge because you'll have Seth Rollins to Drew McIntyre, and then Drew McIntyre to Damian Priest and Priest to Punk. If that were to happen, but I don't know if that were to happen. But you're kind of right about that. In a way, I do kind of see them putting Damian Priest as, all right, Triple H is like, so, well, Damian, listen, we're going to give you the title. You're going to cash it in, and then here's what's going to happen. You're going to hold that title just for a little while until CM Punk. At least you'll have the World Heavyweight Championship up under your belt as for your resume. We'll do that. All right. Put it there, pal. Yeah, we can see that. In a way, I can see that. I should say, but I don't know. It will not be. It will not be clear until after Saturday. After the pay-per-view is over, we'll have a little more defined picture because all of Judgment Day will be there. So we might get a tease or two, or we can't really get a tease because now they're saying that Roman ain't gonna be there. They're saying that Rock ain't gonna be there. But this is supposed to be a big event. Triple H already said that they are beefing up. WWE and Triple H are definitely beefing the chamber up. They're hyping it up to be historic. So I'm really curious to find out how historic is Elimination Chamber going to be. Which brings me to this: the Grayson Waller effect. This will be your main event of Elimination Chamber. Your guest for the Grayson Waller effect is none other than Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes. All right. That is your guess. Nephew? What's up, nephew? Appreciate you joining, nephew. Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, this is my actual nephew. This is my guy. All right. Y'all show him some love. Go subscribe to his channel as well. He does the Fortnite, the Call of Duty. He is one bad mofo when it comes to the COD and the Fortnite and stuff. I'm telling you, if y'all need a partner, man, holler at my nephew. Nephew, if you ain't heard the news for Granny, text me and I'll shoot it to you. But But I don't know if you're working or if you're gonna come up next week. But just let me know. Cody and Seth are your guests for the Grayson Waller effect. Of course, you know how Grayson Waller is. He gets right to the point. He talks his little trash and then he gets smacked down. Then he eventually gets smacked around or gets his set thrown everywhere. I am going to say this. We will. A pay-per-view main event is a talk show. Yeah, this is going to close Elimination Chamber. If it opens or closes, but I feel like I feel like it probably should open if you ask me, but I think this is going to close it because of what I'm about to say. Yes. Yeah. Tell me you didn't say that. Tell me you didn't say that. Yeah, I Booker T you. I did. The reason why is because they want to kind of, here's that word again. They want to kind of, well, I ain't gonna use the word pivot, but they want to caveat right into WrestleMania. Or they want to piggyback. There you go. They want to piggyback right into WrestleMania. Now, Jen, I want you to hear me out now. Hear me out. This is why I feel like this may be the main event, a talk show as a main event of Elimination Chamber. So you have Cody, you have Seth out there. You got Grayson Waller out there. We all know how Grayson Waller is when he does his little talk show. I understand, Jim, but hear me out. You get Grayson Waller all into Cody and Seth's business. Of course, Grayson Waller is going to, knock on that kayfabe door. He's going to talk about Seth's injury. He's going to talk about Cody and his story, this and that, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. He's going to do all that. That's what Grayson Waller does. Okay? What if, now, we all know that WWE is known to troll us, is known to tell us we all know that WWE is known to tell the media and the dirt sheets whatever they want to hear just so they can hide the truth and let the truth come out when the show happens. I'm not serious though, Jen. I'm not serious. But I'm just saying, hear me out. Because I thought about this. What if they do this? What if they have it to where they set up a face-off for Seth and Cody to face off between Rock and Roman during the Grayson Waller Effect show? What if that happens? And that will be a way to set up WrestleMania. Now, wait a minute, Jen, before you go off on me, Jen, wait a minute. Before anybody goes off on me, wait a minute. What if they do that to tell you that night one of WrestleMania main event is going to be a tag match? And Jen, I understand you. I feel you, but this is WWE we're talking about. It's not AEW. But what if they do that and they close the show teasing the tag match for night one's main event at WrestleMania? Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. It is overshadowing everything. It is. I am not refuting that. 100% it is overshadowing everything. But Triple H always say you want to leave the people something to remember. You want to leave the people happy or something. That's always been Triple H's MO, especially running NXT. Like look at the Ciampa and Gargano thing. That left a lot of people thinking and anger and all this and shocked. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. And I was getting ready to go into that, Eddie. Because everybody's talking about Roman, specifically Roman and Seth doing double duty. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Just come along with me on this ride, just for a little bit. We're gonna hop into my vehicle, and I want y'all just come along with me for a minute. Just take a drive with me for a little bit. You know, we're gonna be swerving a little bit, but just take a drive with me. Night one, let's say they do that. They are torturing us. They are torturing us, Jen. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being tortured. It's like they keep pulling our fucking strings each and every way, and we don't know how to fuck the feel. But, and look, for this right here, I don't know who. Listen, I'm going to trust what The Rock said in his Twitter, and I'm going to trust what Cody said in his Twitter. And both of them basically said, just basically relax. You're going to love the ending of this. And just wait and be patient. That's what The Rock is saying. I'm going with it. But if they set up this tag match for night one at WrestleMania, and people are basically saying that The Rock is going to turn on Roman. It took me a few days. And it took a few comments and it took a few questions. This is how you do it. You set up the match on the Grayson Waller effect, blah, blah, blah. Night one's main event is going to be a tag match at WrestleMania. Woo! We get to WrestleMania. We have a decent match. I guess it'll be fine. Seth is not going to be doing no heavy work or nothing like that. He'll be doing Seth Rollins light work, I guess. Or Seth Rollins light. That's what I'm going to call it. Seth Rollins light. He'll be doing that. Okay? There we go. He'll be doing that Seth Rollins light. And I could see a couple scenarios happen. I could see a couple scenarios happen. So I got two outcomes. What if The Rock gets pinned and it was because of Roman? What if that happens? That could cause some tension right there between Rock and Roman. I could see Cody, Rock battling it out in the ring. Roman after a big brawl, of course. After a big brawl. Some talent are going to not be on WrestleMania night 1 or 2 if they let people do double duty. That's the problem. It is. But who else are we expecting on WrestleMania as of right now? That's why I say I'd rather wait until after the Elimination Chamber so I can see if there's any other kind of matches going to be made. Like who do we got? Realistically, let's see. Who do we have for WrestleMania right now? Jimmy and Jay. You got the main event, Roman and Cody. Who else are we going to have? I mean, that's all that we got right now. I mean, of course, there's going to be other matches and stuff like that that's going to be dished out. You're going to have Rhea versus, we can assume, Becky Lynch. We're going to have what I think is going to be Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Who else? Bayley versus EO. So that's 5 matches. That's a night 1 right there. So let's say if we switch one around and put Rock, the tag match in there. Let's say we take the United States Championship and put that on night 2. And then we still got a whole nother night to figure it out. We still got a whole nother night to figure out. We still got a whole night too, which is going to be capped off between Roman and Cody, which I'm going to get into that. But I can definitely see Cody being in the way and Roman about to hit a Superman punch on Cody, and Cody moves out the way and hits The Rock. And Seth Rollins comes in and does like a little knee or something like that. And Cody goes in 1, 2, 3, or picks up Rock Crossroads 1, 2, 3. Team Cody and Seth wins, which caused some tension between Rock and Roman. Or let's say Rock and Roman wins. They celebrating in the ring, bloodline this, bloodline that, yada, 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 yada. And next thing you know how you know what Triple H loves to do. You guys know what Triple H loves to do when the end credits come on, all right? We just saw it with Mello and Trick. When that end credits come on, and they seem a little too hasty with the end credits. You think the show's going on, but then the end credits go away and the show's still on. And then Roman comes out, Superman punch, bam! Hits The Rock right in the damn face. Rock goes out. Roman starts hammering down on The Rock. Fiercely. Crowd is booing their ass off. Then Roman tells Paul Heyman to give him a chair. Paul Heyman hesitates. Roman like, give me a chair, Paul. Give me a chair. I'm finna finish him. Paul Heyman hesitates, but he does give Roman a chair. And then next thing you know, crack. Roman goes crazy on The Rock with the chair. Starts hitting him left and right. Every part of the bone is getting crushed by Roman Reigns in that steel chair. Then Roman walks out, holding up the the Undisputed Championship. The bro from the Mo. Oh, you good, man. You good, man. Keep grinding. The grinding don't never stop. You understand? Then Roman leaves. Then the show goes off. Rock, battered, bruised, and injured after night 1 at WrestleMania. Now, how does that sound? How does that sound? You got a winning situation and you got a losing situation. Roman ain't gonna get pinned. The Rock will take the pin. The Rock, if you're a legend, if you're an old school guy, your job is to come in and put people over. I'm sorry. If the Undertaker were to come back, he got to put somebody over. So, but I think literally WWE and Triple H, they are literally intentionally lying to the dirt sheets. I do believe that. And they also are not telling people inside the business what's going on either. I mean, they're holding this secret close to heart. Literally, lock, key, throw the key away. Go find it later when it's time to unveil it. They're really doing, if this is the case, and this is what I've been really hearing. You know, if this is the case, then we might be getting ready for something very, very good come Saturday, going into the Elimination Chamber. And of course, WrestleMania as well. So now, from what I've also been hearing on Twitter, there's also some a little bit of spoilers as far as surprises that's going to happen at the Elimination Chamber or after the Elimination Chamber or something like that. I can't remember. It was a few days ago when I read it. So surprisingly, or supposedly, but yeah. So it's going to be. It may not be a big wrestling show. I think this show is just the setup for WrestleMania, so it might be more of an informational show than an actual wrestling show. Although we do got 4 matches, 2 chamber matches, tag team championship match, and the women's world championship match. So, and plus it's gonna be early as fuck. So, how many people in the States are really going to be up watching this? So they got to think about that, but then you still got your overseas people that's probably going to be tuned in, blah, 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 and all that. So My boy Kratos, he's in the building. What's going on, bro? Brock Lesnar is officially unplayable in 2K24. They was going to remove him. They was going to remove him. They pulled the trigger. Brock Lesnar no longer in 2K24. 2K24, the entrances looks good. I think yesterday, for the first time, I saw Jey Uso's entrance. Earlier today, before I went live, actually, I saw Nikita Lyons entrance. I'm like, oh my god! The entrances, I still see glitches in the entrances and stuff, but I'm sure they'll probably work. I'm sure they'll probably work that out. You know, everything's fine, right, Jen? I want to talk about SmackDown real quick, and I got a little bit of AEW news as well. And then one more time for those who are late, I'm gonna go over my predictions one more time. SmackDown tomorrow. It is a taped show, and I think Rampage is taped as well. Of course, Rampage is taped as well. You know, if you ever go to a Dynamite show, you know you get Dynamite and Rampage on the same day. So, I think Jey Uso is definitely gonna go and attack Jimmy on SmackDown. This is the build to their WrestleMania match. I don't know if any, with the exception of Rock and Roman, you might get Solo. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Jimmy might be there. So, that's another thing I forgot to mention. If a brawl breaks out between that Grayson Waller effect, if the Rock and Roman do show up, I do see like a little brawl might happening. I can see Solo and Jimmy coming out. And I can also see Sami Zayn and Jey Uso coming out to back up Seth and Cody. So I do see that. I definitely do see that. Yeah, Nikita can't. Yeah, Nikita, she just came back from injury and she's already hurt again. That is heartbreaking. But prayers to Nikita Lyons. Hope she'll get better, make a return, because we waited for a while. I know my boy Hologram waited for a while for her to return too, though. So, but prayers for Nikita, prayers for everybody that's injured in WWE and AEW. My goodness. So many damn people that's hurting wrestling, man. Man, whew. Hoping everybody gets better, man, because when both shows are good, man, oh man, us as fans are happy. Well, maybe except Jen. Maybe except Jen. She is very critical about her wrestling. Hey, quick question, Jen. Is there a promotion that you like? Like, it doesn't have to be WWE or AEW. Like, is there? Because I need to know the type. Or how about this? What was the best era of wrestling for you, our Tribal Queen? I need to know, what was your favorite era of wrestling? That way I know what type of wrestling you like. So, if by some occurrence Waller effect is main event, Roman and Rock will definitely be there. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. And that's what I'm saying. And Triple H has sit here and lied to everybody saying that he won't be, that they won't be there. 80s and 90s. So around like Ultimate Warrior, Boss Man, Bret Hart, Lex Luger, Yokozuna, old school Undertaker, back when he had Bruce Pritchard, or should I say Brother Love, I love you. And before he brought Paul Bearer in, back when you had the Paul Bearer, when Paul Bearer had his own little segment with the Undertaker, remember that on the stage and stuff? I remember those. Jake the Snake, Mr. Perfect. Who else? Who else was in there? LOD, the Nasty Boys, Coco Beware. Like up until 94, that was when they was kind of edging into what WCW was really starting to. Yes, the Funeral Parlor. Thank you, Eddie. The Funeral Parlor. That's the name of it. I remember those. I remember those. Who else was in the model? Rick Martel. The model Rick Martel was there. Coco Beware. Who else was there? Man, was some of the British Bulldog, of course, Owen Hart, man. Man, those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. And then that's when you get WCW come in here, and then you have people defracting from WWE, WWF at the time, and going to WCW and stuff, or Sting and stuff like that. Like, it was crazy. The WWF ice cream. You know what? Some stores actually still sell those. I was shocked. Some stores actually still sell those. If you go to Amazon, they're expensive though. If you go to Amazon, I think like you get like a box on for like $15. Like, that's too much for some ice cream bars. And then on top of that, they better be cold. They gonna get here and I'm gonna have some melted ice cream. Hell no, I ain't going for that. But you're right, Jen. That was a good year. I actually enjoyed the Attitude Era as well. And see, Stone Cold came in right at the end, well, towards the end of that, like Jen said, right up until '94. Stone Cold was in there for a while. He was at WCW for a while. Then he went to WWF. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line. And, you know, that's when, you know, what was it, the 92, 93 King of the Rings, when he cut that infamous Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass" promo. And that, and all of a sudden he just took the fuck off after that. So, but that was Austin, though. That was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Anyways, back to SmackDown. It is a recorded show. I'm pretty sure if you guys seen the spoilers and stuff, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. I don't really think anybody cares or whatever, but you know, Jey Uso is definitely going to be one of the main points of SmackDown, getting a little bit of revenge on Jimmy after what he did to him on Raw. So expect that to go. They've already got their WrestleMania match kicked off, and it's going to happen. Patrick, you never tried one, man. They went ham. They were the best. Yes, like that. Jen just took the words out of my mouth. They were absolutely the best. They were so good. They were so good. And now they got different flavors of them now. They got the strawberry, the Neapolitan, the chocolate. Of course, they got the classic vanilla. They got a cookies and cream one. Man, I want one now. Now I want one. So after this, I'm going to go try to find one. I don't care if I got to go to 15 different stores before I go to work tonight. I'm going to go get one. But yeah, so that's why I think one of the main things going to happen on SmackDown definitely is Jey Uso is going to attack Jimmy. Probably get beat down by the Bloodline, which is going to force Jey to join forces with Cody and Seth in Seth's version of the Shield, and it's going to be great. That is going to be pretty damn good. It's going to be a good tape show. Although, I am going to watch it because I'm going to be on Rob's channel. We're going to be over there watching it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, with the chop cover back, Jen, you already know. You already know. All right, a little bit of AEW news. The only thing that I got right now is that Forbidden Door will be at Arthur Ashe Stadium this year. I think you might see Ticket Drew there. You might see JD there. And, of course, a few of you fine folks who might be in the East Coast New York City area. I'm sure you guys are going to be at Arthur Ashe. So, if you're going to be there, I may go live for it. And, hey, I would love for you guys to pop up on the live with the shot of the ring and stuff in the background. I think that'll be pretty damn dope. Revolution is starting to stack up. Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks. Tornado tag match for the AEW tag titles. Daniel Garcia versus the Father of the Year, Christian Cage, for the TNT Championship. Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita. Possible a unification of the six-man titles between Bullet Club Gold and the Scissor Gang of the Acclaim. Like, Revolution is starting to look good. Might even be the arrival of Kazuchika Okada. And I'm sure by that time Well, Revolution is in it's next week, next Sunday. So I'm pretty sure we might even get some more Mercedes Monet type buzz going around. Although I think she's going to appear at Big Business on March 13th. So we are 5 minutes away from being here, an hour, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. I am going to go over my Elimination Chamber predictions one last time, and that goes as followed. Judgment Day does retain those undisputed tag team titles. Who will they lose them to? That's a question I want to ask you guys. Who will they lose those titles to? Rhea Ripley, she will retain her title against Nia Jax as she gets ready to head into WrestleMania in her World Championship match against Becky Lynch, who will win the Women's Elimination Chamber, and Drew McIntyre will win the Men's Elimination Chamber, setting up his ticket to go battle Seth Rollins at WrestleMania on night 2. Whoa, Eddie. Awesome Truth. Miz and R-Truth. I'm going to give you that. The storyline between The Miz and Judgment Day and R-Truth and Judgment Day, they kind of meet at the same middle. At WrestleMania, Judgment Day in night 2, Judgment Day will defend those tag titles against Awesome Truth. Night 2. When are we getting serious tag team champs? When AOP gets away from this Final Testament crap, become their own dominant entity again, and take over. But Triple H got something playing with Cross and AOP. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Jim. Perhaps they are already dead. Maybe it's going to be DIY. Oh wait, I think they might be dead already too. I know that theme song is god awful. Who else? What other tag team? Would you give it to British Strong Style? They might have some kind of life, but from what I've been seeing lately, I think Pete Dunne might go heel on Tyler Bates. But I love those two. Who else? Who else do we got? Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. The Wolf Dogs, huh? The Wolf Dogs. Are they going to be the one to come up from NXT? I mean, they are your NXT Tag Team Champions. Are they going to be the one to come up and take the titles from Judgment Day? Oh, my goodness. That almost broke a tear out of my eye. That's how funny that was. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic match. Whoever they fight, you know, so hopefully we do get us a good serious tag team. You know what I'm saying? You're right, Jen. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But Triple H loves Paul Ellering. You know, you can say Paul Ellering is a Triple H guy, or you can say Triple H is a Paul Ellering guy. But they're friends, they're real good friends and stuff. But I don't want to say that has anything to do with it or whatever. But we've all been asking for AOP for months now. So we're just gonna have to wait. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens, man. But as of right now, man, hey, that's all I got, guys. That's all the news that I got. That's my Elimination Chamber picks. We're gonna go over it again tomorrow on Rob's channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and go over there. And he's on his way to 1,000, man. Let's help my bro get to 1,000, man. He's about ready for super chats. He said by Monday he'll be able to do super chats. So probably so, man. I got about halfway of the watch time hours before I get there. So let's make sure we all stay tentative and we watch these videos. It helps the algorithms. Also, we hit them likes and them thumbs up. It also helps the algorithms as well. And make sure you guys share, comment, and get involved. Dr. Evil Genius. Oh, Dr. Evil, that is far from the truth, my friend. You are more than welcome to be here anytime you want to be here. The panel is open for you as well. We can talk UFC if you want to as well, Doctor. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we might have to do that. I might make that a little small stint, in one of my future shows where I have the doctor to come up here for a couple of minutes. I know he got a busy schedule, him and Mrs. Evil. And we can come up and talk some UFC, the upcoming UFC fights and stuff, and what you may expect to happen in these UFC matches, man. And hey, we gotta do that, man. The Bebe family and the TSP family, man, we love each other, man, from the heart. Yeah, we'll set something up. We'll definitely set something up, y'all. Y'all see it right here, man. It's coming. We're gonna have us a UFC segment, man. Dr. Evil Genius and the Bebe family. We're definitely going to get into a couple of these UFC shows that's coming up because Dr. Evil Genius, I got a question for you while you're here. How do you feel about Conor McGregor showing up to the WWE? Because I know who was that showed up on Raw and called out Conor McGregor? Who was that? I forgot his name already, but he came on there and literally called out Conor McGregor on Raw. So, from your perspective, what do you think? Do you think that's setting up something for UFC? I know that they're up under the same umbrella now. You think that's set up for something for UFC, or you think they want to do something for WrestleMania or maybe WWE? Personally, I would love to get your thoughts on that, man, because I've been thinking about that too. I've definitely been thinking about that as well, man. This is absolutely crazy with this merger, and I've heard rumors that UFC and WWE, they were going to do some joint, things together. I know from the news that I heard that they locked down a location for like an Endeavor takeover or something like that, where UFC and WWE is going to take over that weekend or something like that. I have to look at it on Twitter or something like that. But here we go. Let's see. Conor would be more relevant in pro wrestling than MMA. I agree with that. I do. He has a WWE mouth. Michael Chandler, that's his name. They're both has-beens. Chandler has never won. I ain't heard the term never was since The Replacements, the movie The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. That is so funny. His heyday, yeah. Oh, Bellator. Yeah, he wasn't Bellator. And you know what? I've always said Conor McGregor was a WWE personality just waiting to go to wrestling. And boy, I can say it now. I don't know what they could do in WWE, but I mean, just from the gist of it, I'm not a whole expert at MMA and UFC, but just from the gist of what I saw on Raw, it just made me feel like they're trying to set up something for WrestleMania, like a surprise match or something, or a special type of match or something. I don't know, but kudos for WWE for trying to add a little flair with the other company into their programming and stuff. Yeah, you're right, Jen. Sometimes the crossovers can work. Sometimes they can work, and I'm like that too. Sometimes they can work as long as they do it right and do it very tasteful. I think anything could work, man. As long as they pull it off too. I feel like Triple H know what he's doing, and I guess I could say Dana White know what he's doing too. So maybe these two are putting their bald heads together. Pause. Well, no, not really, but putting their bald minds together and coming up with something that's going to wow the crowd and just interest both sides of the brand. So maybe it'll be a good move though. But guys, that's it, man. We're gonna get up out of here. I gotta go get ready for work. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on Rob's channel. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Make sure you go follow my boy Jeremy Memo Smart. Shout out to JD. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Ticket Drew. Shout out to Dr. Evil and Mrs. Evil. I hope everything is going good with you guys, man. I hope the weather is beautiful out there, man, because it is certainly beautiful here in the OKC, man. Shout out to Guardian, man. Shout out to Kratos, Hologram, Scripps Wrestling Federation, also known as Scripps, JP, man, every single last one of y'all that's in this chat, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for y'all encouraging me, keeping me going, man. Shout out to Rage. Rage, we love you. Keep the fire lit. We know how this streaming thing can do with these games. Don't let that get you down, Rage. You always got the OTS family. You got the Bebe family. You got the TSP family. We are here for you, Rage, and we love you. Never give up on your dreams. Don't ever give up, like John Cena used to always say, and I think that's a true statement that everybody should live by. Also, remember to tell somebody that you love them. You know, so, but that's it, guys. I'm up out of here. I love all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Oh, wait. If you want to donate to the Bros Cash App, boom, there you go right there for the Midmo Smart. Boom, there you go for Rob. My Cash App is scrolling down at the bottom. 4 Horsemen 4. Man, what a day. What a day. All right. I got to go get ready for work, guys. Love y'all. I'll see you guys later. Deuces. Ooses.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you your IWC Trios Champions, IWC Tag Team Champions, your IWC Intercontinental Champion, and your Bebe Champion.